Hi Stampers! Here's the first video for the September online card class. Here's the card we are creating, and just remember, here is the stamp set that we are using. It's called A Little Something. Here are the pieces that you should have in your card kit. You should have a card base, basic black, and then you should have Tangelo Twist and a Very Vanilla piece that mat together. This is for the inside of the card. Then you should also have a crushed curry piece, a Tangelo Twist piece that mat together, a basic black piece, and this piece of designer series paper that mat together. Then a piece of crushed curry that has the tail ends punched, a 1 3/4 inch scallop punch out of basic black, 1 3/8 of Tangelo Twist. You should also have a rhinestone for this project, 1 1/2 inch circle of Very Vanilla. And this is what you're going to stamp on. So what you will need to stamp is the basic black archival ink. I'm going to show you a little trick on how to do this with a wood stamp. Okay, so instead of stamping with the stamp on top and the paper on the table, we're going to place the stamp so that the rubber is up and then put the piece of paper on top of it. Okay, so you can center that on top of there and then just rub with your fingers. And then you have it centered on your circle. So that's how you can get that image on there with having a punched piece first. So with this, there's two different ways we can color this in. The first is with markers. Okay, so what we're going to do, and with the archival ink, the ink will not smear. So we can actually go ahead and color those in. They've dried just enough. Okay, so we've got those. I'm going to color in some pumpkins there. And then we're going to color in the block letters of Trick or Treat with the crushed curry marker. Okay, so that's how you're going to do that part. All right. And so, again, here's the final card. Here's an alternate method if you do not have markers. You can use the ink pads and a blender pen. So here's Tangelo Twist, and we're going to squeeze that so we can get ink on the lid. Okay, so I've got one. And then we're going to do the same thing with crushed curry. Make sure we have ink on the lid. Okay. And then I'm going to take my blender pen and a little scratch piece of paper. Okay. Now this is a brand new one. It's so pretty. So I'm going to start off tonight with the pumpkins. We're just going to pick up some ink from the lid and we're just going to color that right on top of those pumpkins. Okay. You could also watercolor these if you had an aqua painter. But it's so small, I like to use the blender pen also, or the markers, okay? So then you just wipe your blender pen off. Then we can go to the crushed curry. And again, we're just going to color the letters here, the block part. Okay, and I'm going a little fast, but you can also take your time and really get those colored in well. So there's two different ways to color in your stamped image for the project. Our next step is to stamp our spiders. So you will need the Tangelo Twist piece that is smaller, that mats with the crushed curry. Okay, and you will also need your Very Vanilla piece that mats with the Tangelo Twist. Okay, so this is the front cover and this is the inside. Again, we're using the archival ink and our spiders. Okay, so for the inside, we're just going to stamp here in the corner. Okay, just to give it a little decoration inside. Put that aside. And then this one, we're going to stamp all over. And this is the best kind of stamping. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit of faded or if they're off a little bit or they're overlapping. You can just get those however you want them in there. Okay? All right. So you're going to put this aside and we're going to start assembling. Next we need to assemble. So I have already assembled the Very Vanilla piece to the Tangelo twist. Now we're just going to adhere this to the inside of the card. Okay, you can see it's got a little bit of a mat there. All right. Now we're going to work on the front. I've already matted these two together. Okay, so then we're going to add some snail here. Add this to our front. Okay, we need to mat these two pieces together. This is the Designer Series paper. This is actually from the Sweet Little Things Designer Series paper. Not a Halloween paper, but you know what? It works with the Tangelo twist. Okay, and this is going to go kind of up here toward the upper top here. Leave some space down below to see all those spiders. Okay, next we've got our banner. Just add some snail. Put that right on top. Down here at the bottom of that section. Okay. You want your tail to go a little bit over that side. All right. Now we're going to adhere our stamped image here with the Trick or Treat. Put that on our Tangelo twist circle. Then we're going to adhere that to our scallop. And then we'll need some dimensionals. We will get these put on there. And that's going to go right on top of that banner. And then to finish it off, we're going to put our rhinestone on. So I'm using a paper piercing tool to lift it off the paper and then place it right onto the card. Thank you for joining us on the September online card class for the Trick or Treat card. This is card 1 of 6 for September 2015.